You know, a nationwide organization that we've known for decades now has a new name. It's all part of making the community more inclusive for kids. And we are so happy to welcome Jerry Granum here, the Scouting America, once known as the Boy Scouts of America. Lots of really fun new changes. Tell me a little bit about this name change.
Yeah, this name change really came about, of course, Scouting America. So many of our families want to participate, and the entire family wants to participate in the scouting program. So boys and girls can now do scouting. And of course, Boy Scouts, a lot of our females out there, I'm joining the Boy Scouts? Wait a second. So it really helps us to be more inclusive and make sure that everyone has an opportunity to be a scout.
Mm-hmm. You know, we were talking a little bit. I have a scouting background.
Yes.
I know Ben, our lovely meteorologist,
Yes.
he has a scouting background. And some people would say, okay, well, what's the difference? But you even have girls who are a part of the program that are also Girl Scouts as well. They do both.
Yes, that's been very unique in some cases, especially those girls that are super high achievers. We had, of course, a lot of Eagle Scouts now that are girls, and they've also gotten the Gold Award, such as yourself. So it's just a really interesting dynamic that these young people can experience and do both. And have those experiences that really help build them and prepare them for life.
This is all about leadership and different ways to train for leadership. I think sometimes people don't realize that when we start talking about scouting, would you say?
It certainly is. And you know, scouting sometimes gets that, well, it's about hiking and camping and that type of thing, but it's really about those interpersonal skills. And those interpersonal skills, the leadership, the development of these young people that can really help them immensely throughout their life. So we are much more than just the outdoors and hiking and camping. You know, I can, from my own personal experience in my family, you know, the one thing that scouting does is, and I've been a coach and different things like that, and scouting offers, we're not just sitting on the sideline as parents, we're actually in the game. And we can really have that impact on our own kids and other people's children.
Which is so important when we talk about building community. Okay, so school's starting. I'm sure that you all are trying to get the word out there. How does that impact you guys recruiting?
We certainly are. Right now is our prime recruiting. School, back to school, families are looking for those activities, and we hope that they make the choice of scouting. They can go to beascout.org and they can find an opportunity there. They can type in their address at beascout.org and they can find a scouting unit near them. But if they can't, and this is something relatively new in the last month or so, if there's no scouting opportunity near them, if your child has two friends, which they probably do, they can start a scouting unit and their scouting journey with just 3 people. 3 adults and 3 youth now can actually just begin their scouting journey. So if you don't have that scouting near you, don't let that dissuade you. Give it an opportunity.
Man, providing the access, which we love to see. Before I let you go,
yes,
I know that you've had so many special moments, both while going through this program yourself and helping the new generation. What's one thing that you think would stick with people who might be like, well, how does this impact me? I don't even have kids. What should people know of how this is changing lives?
Well, you said it right there, changing lives. And that's what we're really about here, is preparing these young people for a life that maybe it's been a struggle. The last 4 years have been tremendously hard on kids especially. And scouting really is offering that opportunity for these young people to kind of grow into themselves, to find themselves again, and to really experience something greater than themselves. And so we are truly blessed to have a scouting opportunity here in the Central Minnesota Council that we're a part of. We've got 12 counties, 2,000 youth, and we're hoping to grow that number this year and really provide an opportunity at the end of the month here for that taste of scouting with our new Cub Scout Day coming up on September 28th, which I know you know about.
Yes, which we want to make sure that you all know about too. Of course, we'll have all the details and more about Scouting America at KARE11.com/noon. Being a part